This is the review of the RSC2. Let's go see what it can do. Oh boy, how cool are those shots? So cool to see what this thing is capable of. This is only like the 4th or 5th time I've actually taken this out and used it properly, as I've just been learning and getting better at using it. So super exciting to see that, especially some of those slow-mo shots, because I'm stuck to 60 FPS. So to be able to slow it down and have it that smooth just helps so much. But let's get straight into the specs. This thing is $699. It weighs 1.2 kilos and can hold up to 3 kilos. And it can even fold in half, like this. So then that way you can get shots like this, and like that. And most of the time it really just means that you can fold it down smaller, which is really great. I haven't had time to go through and actually try out those different like folded mechanisms with the camera in it. But hey, they sound pretty cool, seem pretty cool. I'm sure I'll get a chance to use them at some point. All right, I reckon let's get into looking at some of the clips. Let's do some comparisons. I went with my brother to Bells Rapids yesterday and we shot a few clips just walking, running, different sort of stuff. So starting with walking, this is without the gimbal. You can see it's shaky. It's, not consistent, and the lens in my camera even has a stabilizer in it, so it shows it could even be worse. But if we do a side-by-side, we can clearly see there's a difference. Shaky on the left and just a complete buttery smooth on the right, as I follow behind him, and just good, hey. Next, just another walking clip, just walking in front, because you can see the face movement, you can see how the camera moves near the face, and you can clearly see that, it makes a big difference being able to have a gimbal that can fully smooth all that sort of stuff out. One of the main uses for me is being able to shoot while I'm running, while I'm hiking, while I'm jumping over rocks, or having to go around obstacles while filming. It keeps it smooth, it just blends it all out so you can focus on getting the shots. So if we look now, like a normal running clip, it's an absolute mess. It's basically unusable. I could like warp stabilize that in post and it still wouldn't come out good enough, right? But if we go and show side by side, there is a clear difference. There is clearly a better one here. And it's so cool to see just how much of a difference it makes. It's so often before I'd have to like run, but also kind of like keep my body to a certain way just so that I don't have to. And that's even just in the times I've had it since. It's been so useful for little clips like that. This is what I like to call a mega vlog setup. Not only do I have my mic and everything, but I'm on a gimbal, so I can just move around smoothly and go anywhere I want. Nice and smoothly, even run probably. Ready? Whoa. Smooth as a whistle. I had a muck around with my brother and Cam when we went away a couple weeks ago, just trying out a few little shots, and this is just one that I even came up with, just following a rock as someone walks down, picks it up and throw it. And as you can see here, it's so nice, and I was just like having fun trying out stuff, but definitely really cool to see. Like you're kind of limited by your creativity. One of the greatest new features about this that's different to the other gimbals that DJI and other companies have put out recently is the Raven Eye that comes with it, that comes with the Pro package. It's a little, as you can see here, it's a little video transmitter. And what it does is essentially, I can send a feed to my phone. Where's my phone? You can use it to link up to the Raven Eye and use this thing called Active Track, which I'll go outside and I'll show you a little bit now. All right, so to show off the active track, to show off what it can do, and just kind of testing it out and setting it up. Once you've got all the wires and stuff connected, which is complicated within itself, like that took me a little while and I've got it wrong a few times. I have the screen that's on my phone, which is what you're seeing recorded at the moment. And what I'll do is, in order to start active track, you will literally just draw a square around the object that you want to track. Now, also, you have to keep in mind that where in the screen you draw the square is where the camera is going to try to keep you. So, if I go over to this side, right, and then I draw a square, it's going to try to keep me on this side of the screen the whole time. See? It's not putting me in the middle like you'd expect. But because that's where you draw it, that's where it will try to track you with. It's really good because there's different stuff you could do with that. But it does a pretty good job. Like if I walk back here, it'll keep following me. All the way back here. It's still tracking me. Still tracking me. Even if I run. Nope. Never mind. Anyway, right, so you can see it clearly works, it clearly tracks you. And one of the main uses for this, for me, is going to be when I'm hiking or jumping over stuff and I can't really focus on the angle of the camera, is being able to get a little bit of AI, a little bit of computer help to track it for me and figure out what's going on so I can focus on not falling over, you know? Anyway, so I've got this one clip of me walking, following, tracking my brother as he kind of runs back and forth, and it's me following normally. And then now we've got the same thing, except this time I just have it on active track following it itself. And let's, you can see there's clearly a difference because the active track can be a little bit more like delayed and then abrupt if you have it too fast. But it's super helpful for scenarios where I'm not even going to be able to focus on the angle myself. So definitely super good. Definitely super cool to see. One last main thing I wanted to go into, there's heaps of features that this thing has and heaps of, little things that are different from the last one. But to be honest, this is my first gimbal. So I want to kind of focus on what it's been like learning, what it's been like picking this up and just trying to figure it out myself. So when I got it, I was like super excited and I instantly got confused, just trying to balance it. But most of the time, DJI has done a really, really good job in keeping it intuitive, keeping it easy to understand, easy to figure out. Most of the settings are pretty clear. When you link it up to the app, it's pretty good. The only things I've got a little bit confused with is syncing up the Raven Eye and balancing my camera. But when I struggled with those things, DJI has some really, really good resources, some videos and stuff that you can just pretty much just show you, which is great. It's what you want. You don't want to be sitting there stuck trying to figure it out yourself when you're stuck. But yeah, definitely been really cool. I'm so excited to have this, so excited to see the stuff that I'll be able to make with this. And yeah, I think it'll help not only with my YouTube channel, but also with my business, being able to just get that next level of smoothness for my shots for people, for work, and all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little review of the DJI RS2. Definitely a great gimbal for someone who's starting out, just as I have been, and pretty quick to learn. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. I really hope you have, because come on. Anyway, catch you later.